does this guy that Danny's going to be facing present that's different from, say, Matisse and Amir Khan?
Well, I mean, Peterson, I'm going to give him credit for putting the gloves on. Like I said before, I get that to all fighters. I give him respect for putting the gloves on. But Peterson, honest to God with you, he think in his mind that he's going to go in there April 11th. It's going to be an easy night for him. He's seeing already glory. He already sees himself at the top of the mountain. But it's not going to happen like that. We're going to ruin his party. Because April 11th, still undefeated. I'm not going to say champ because there is no title involved. Undefeated fighter, Danny Garcia, wins again. And I want him to think like that because I want him to have confidence. I want him to come forward.
Well, that's what Matisse and Khan did, right?
No, yeah, exactly the same way. But the thing is that Khan, that was some, I don't know what happened there. At the end of the day, they took a title away or whatever happened. That's in between Khan and Peterson. But Matisse didn't go too far with him. They went 2 rounds. But then they're looking back at these fights, and they talking about these fights. Where the coaches talk about Danny, that he's not special, this and that. But he's looking back at these fights. But he lost to these guys. On paper, on black and white, he lost. Because Khan, they took it back. Because he was supposed to be, I don't know what happened there. But they took it back. The only reason he's an IBS champ still today, we're not fighting for the title. I wish we would have been fighting for the title because that would have been Danny. That would have been Danny twice already. Because he would have won with Khan, that would have been Danny. Then when T was a catchweight, he would have beat him for the title. That would have been twice. Now there's another catchweight on it, so third time he won't lose his title. So at the end of the day, to me, Danny's the IBS champion of the world.
All right.
Why are these catchweights?
Catchweight, 143.
Yeah, but why?
Oh, because that's why they agreed to. Al and his people, I guess.
It seems that despite everything Danny's done, I mean, some people said, oh, he's not going to beat Matisse, he's not going to beat Khan or anything.
No, you're right.
I mean, why is it, do you think, he doesn't get the acknowledgement that he should?
Like I told you in the past, is that people are blind, they don't see the vision. We're working in God's time. So when the visions are open, when the vision is open, it'll be too late. Danny be all the way up there. And they can't bring them down. But people can say whatever they want to say. Because at the end of the day, it's a free country. The freedom of speech is our first country in the United States. Freedom of speech. It doesn't matter what they say, because at the end of the day, it's about Danny. As long as we're happy, as long as I know he's doing 100% here and he's doing what he got to do for April 11th, because at the end of the day, it's going to be about April 11th. We're not going to train for 8 weeks or 12 weeks to go in and think about Peterson doing what he got to do. We're going to go in there and do what we got to do. That's what he trained for. He trained for April 11th to go in there and win. And win. And we going in there not doubting that we're not going to lose to him. Who turned out? Oh, Danny.
You look back at the mural back there, a lot of famous Puerto Rican fighters, and then there's Bernard up in the corner.
No, yeah, we put Bernard, give him a little love. Besides he threw the flag down. You know what I mean? It's good.
How important is it?
We try to make him happy with the Puerto Rican people.
How important is it that Danny carries on both the Puerto Rican legacy and Bernard, what Bernard established in this city?
It's very important because the Puerto Rican comes from me. Because at the end of the day, Puerto Rico is America. It's not like they got their own money. They got American money. So when you leave here, you go over there. When I was a child and you lived in Puerto Rico, they still had sugar cane. It wasn't no. People think Puerto Ricans come to America and live on welfare. That's a lie, because there wasn't no welfare in Puerto Rico when I lived in Puerto Rico. People had to work hard. That's where I get to working hard from. People had to work hard. It was nothing free in Puerto Rico. It was nothing free. America didn't give them. Now people pamper. Because when you went to Puerto Rico, that's why he get the Puerto Rican from me. Hard work. That's what Danny's the champ of the world today. And then the Philly is from Bernard probably. Because I know Bernard since Bernard was in prison. Because my brother-in-law was the 132 champ in prison with Bernard's team. My brother-in-law. Ray Alvarado. Bernard knows he was the 132-pound champ. And I used to tell my brother-in-law back then, let me train you. He said, but now you young boy, because he was young like me. And now he said, I should have let you train me.
Yeah.
April 6th is the 20th anniversary of Hagler Leonard, and I spoke to Ray yesterday, because, and he said, with obviously the May 2nd fight coming up, and he said that he was never more motivated than he was for the Hagler fight, because for maybe the first time ever, he was the underdog. He said, you're always more motivated when people doubt you.
No, you know what? I like Danny to be the underdog. I like that because it gives me something to look forward to. Not that I'm saying that I don't like when he's the odds too. I like that too. It makes me happy too. But yeah, it's true what you say. It motivates you more. Like wow, like because you know at the end of the day, like he was a champ for Matisse, and they had Danny looking. Listen, let me put it to you this way: when you beat the champ, when you fight for a title, you know because you've been in the game a long time. When you fight for a title, they got the belts there, but you use the champion's belt for pictures. That's what you use, a champion's belt. They had all the brand new belts there for Matisse. All the belts were brand new there. And I felt very disrespected over that. And then if you look at the magazine, WBC, they got Matisse next to Danny with a silver belt. And it's all champions there. Why you got him there? I know it's only nothing. Danny told me, that's nothing. Don't worry about that. Don't mean nothing. But I look at it because it's personal to me because how you got a WBC magazine and then you got Matisse. You ever seen that? Matisse standing right next to Danny with a silver belt like he's the champ. You got all champions, all the weights. And then you got Matisse and Danny. Why he's there? Okay, he's not the champion of WBC, huh?
And this was back in 2013. Like,
no, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. About the time before the fight, what I'm trying to say is back then, looking back.
Have you felt slighted since then?
Well, no, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you can't change that, but I'm just saying to you at the time we was going to fight him, you know, it was 8-1. I couldn't understand why Danny was the champ and Matisse was 8, I mean, it was 3-1 Matisse. My fault. Khan was 8-1, my fault. It was 8-1, 3-2 against Dan.
Okay.
So, with Matisse.
So it seems you made it clear that you believe Khan and Matisse have been Danny's biggest challenges, right?
No. What I'm saying to you, he asked me, do it motivate me?
Well, I understand, but I'm just talking about overall as you've been talking tonight.
Well, no, what I'm saying is that he was the underdog. So I couldn't believe that he was the underdog on first of all, Khan, not trying to look back, but that's the path we got to worry about Peterson. I'm just just talking here, but Khan at the time they had no chin. And I knew that. And the world knew that. But he was still 8-1, what I'm trying to say. And Danny was still the underdog.
Right.
Okay? Well, Matisse, he wasn't the champion. Danny was the champion. At 140, Danny was the WBC champ.
Right,
WBA, Ring Magazine champion of the world. But they had Matisse that he was the champion. You understand? Disrespecting to me is disrespectful.
Okay,
it's like if you president of a company, but I'm giving your vice president more props than you. So when you call, I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to the vice president.
Right.
I look at you like a peon, like a nobody.
Right. So
I respect that. In other words.
Okay, yeah, true. I was just wondering where does Lamont Peterson, stack
Lamont
up
Peterson just
them?
nowhere. He just Peterson. He just listen. I'm not gonna underestimate him. I'm not gonna bash him like I said earlier, because I'm not gonna take him putting the gloves on. But Peterson can't beat Danny, man. Let's put it this way. He will never beat Danny on Danny's worstest day. On his worstest day.
So even
like Danny's day in Puerto Rico, they said that Danny had favoritism and all this bull crap with Puerto Rico, but the funny Puerto Rican judge that was there had a draw. And he didn't beat Danny. I looked at the fight. It was an awkward night for Danny. That was one of Danny's probably not worst, but it wasn't his night. Cause if you go to work some day, you don't feel well. Okay. Like that, same way.
So if Danny performed the same way against Peterson, he still
won't beat Danny on his worstest day.
Okay, I got you.
His worstest day. Because the thing is this, when he feel the impact of Danny, when Danny hit him with a shot, he's going to know he's in a fight. And he can think whatever he want to think, because at the end of the day, I'm 100% on Dan. I know what he going to do. He going to back this mouth up. He better, but I'll kick his ass.
Is it easier for you, to get Danny ready, or for Danny to get himself
Let me tell you something. When Danny was an amateur, I took him in the room and I whooped his ass. He never lost again after that. And I didn't whoop his ass to abuse him. I whooped his ass enough to wake his ass up, not to lose to himself. Ever lose to himself. When you start talking, when the man speaks, that's what he brings to his life. When you speak out your mouth, then you bring that to your life. You bring that to yourself. You speaking it. I will never say that he could beat Danny. Never in my life. Never. He will never beat Danny on his worstest day. And they can come prepared. As long as they ain't on that motherfucking Mickey Mouse shit, that you shit. As long as you ain't in that bullshit, you gonna be all right.
Is it drug testing for this fight?
Excuse me, I don't mean that to curse, but we got ladies here. But I don't give a shit what kind of back injury he has. I don't give a shit if it's the president's doctor proving the shit.
I know the PBC.
Obama's doctor. I don't give a shit if it's him proving the shit that it's legal to take. But anytime you're on kind of substance and the doctor giving it to you, you're on drugs too.
True. But the PBC, that they've been doing what they said, they claim they've been doing, you know, more stringent drug testing for the fighters.
No, but we're doing anti-doping, yes.
Yeah, so
we are doing anti-doping, but I don't want it to happen like it happened with Morales.
Right.
Because nobody stepped up to start the fight they wanted me. The fight, listen, you guys don't know this, but the fight was over with Morales. Yeah. The only reason I took Morales' fight, he was on that Mickey Mouse shit. He blended on the fucking cattle in Mexico. Okay? The thing is this, the only reason the fight happened, because besides me, his mom loved him. And I went that morning, the fight was off, man. Nobody knew that the fight was off. It's like you grabbing a lottery ticket, ripping it up, and throwing it in the trash. The fight was over. The reason I took it, I went that morning, went to the room, my wife's room, and I got there early, 8 o'clock in the morning. I explained to her the situation, but it started like a regular conversation. I didn't go there to talk about it. I just started talking, and next thing you know, we end up in that conversation. And she said, nobody's stepping up to do this? No, I said, nobody's stepping up to stop this. She said, well, so that means he did all that anti-doping for no reason? I said, yeah, it looked like that. She said, well, let him fight. I said, you sure about that? She said, yeah, let him fight. I said, okay, besides me that love him as much, it'll be his mom. And she said, I said, you sure? She said, I went back and said, the fight is on. Let's get it on.
Has anti-doping showed up to his camp so far?
Yeah, no, we had already 4 urines and blood work. Okay. They do blood work and they sneak up on you at 6 in the morning.
Now, Angel, you said that you don't want another situation like Eric Morales, but you chose to allow this fight to be done with USADA, which is the same anti-doping agency that dropped the ball with Morales when you could have chose VADA.
Yeah, but the thing is this, they came with the urines. They came with the truth, not like they try to hide it. After the fight, they came with it. But what happened was Morales' testing started late. So when we got the first test back, we was already in New York. And then did another one right there in New York, and it came back negative again. But then by the time they did the third one, it was already a real low dose, and like he was withdrawing off of it.
But you didn't find it strange to have 3 consecutive drug tests for the same positive result?
No, you're right. But what I'm trying to tell you is that by the time the third one came back, it was a very, very low dose. It doesn't matter what kind of dose you're still under. It doesn't matter. Like I told you, the fight was canceled. The fight was off, man. The only reason I did it, like I told you 2 seconds ago, because of my wife. I talked to her. I asked her. Because the thing is this, bro. If I sell them out like that, that's like selling your son out, man. That's like being the kiss of Judah. Okay? Kissing him in one cheek and then stabbing him on the other side. Okay? The thing is, no money in the world that could make me take one of my sons or my daughters to their death. Because at the end of the day, brother, they got to go in there and beat each other to death. Because you got hands certified by the federal government to kill somebody legit-wise. So somebody on some medication or whatever they want to call it could beat you to death. Beat you and keep beating you to death. Because what that does, it makes the fighter more hyper. That's why they get so serious. It makes them...
Do you have your own protocol in place to make sure that Peterson is being tested? Because obviously, way back in the Amir Khan fight, he tested positive. He admitted that he was taking testosterone pellets. So are you on high alert, or you just letting them handle their business?
No, we high alert because what happens is I already asked all the questions, and they saying they got a limit where you could get medication. But what happens? You could take it. A lot of things contain that. Like a lot of stuff.
A ratio, you mean testosterone ratio has to be at a certain level.
Certain limit where you don't abuse it. Because it's about abusing it. It's not about. Because basically these days in life, totally, they got things right now. They shoot anything up with it to make it grow bigger. You know, animals to make them healthier, bigger. Cattle. Right now they saying the sugar is even homemade or what is it? Chemical made. They saying the government got something to do with that. I don't know how true that is. They should bring the sugar cane back. The sugar cane for you.
You know all the sayings in boxing. One of the sayings in boxing is, win this one, look good the next one. With this being the first on NBC with the big audience, how important is it not only to win, but to look good?
No, yeah, we're going to go in there and look 100. I want Danny to look like well, I know there's no title, but I keep thinking it's a title involved. But to me, he's the champ of the world. He still is the champ of the world. To me, it's a title shot. And the thing is, I want Danny to look 100%. There is no mistake. That's the thing about him, perfected. When I walk in my house, I'm looking at everything in my house. If I see a picture that's crooked like this, I have to straighten it up. That's how I am. When people see Danny sparring, they see good, I see okay. I'm always looking for that next level, and the next level, and the next level, and the next level after that. It's always a next level. I don't just get satisfied. I want the best and the best and more and better and better and better. That's what changed me from a lot of trainers. And I'm the most underestimated trainer there is. Because the day I ever get the fighter or trainer of the year, whatever it's called, I'm going to go, oops.
You gonna let it drop?
Drop that shit. I'm going to drop out by myself. I'm slow. Ooh, trip.
Don't drop it too hard.
Not when he joking. I know that's the water, the rights of water. Not when he joking. I'm when he joking.
No, a lot of...
You do the host, right?
What? No, I'm the former
president. You did the host one time.
Yeah, I'm the former president. I'm still the BWA Awards chairman.
No, I was only joking.
Yeah, I was a little tired of giving it to Freddie Rook.
No, yeah. No, you ain't.
What's that based on?
What's up with that?
What's that based on, Angel?
I don't know, man. Politics. Not really joking. Hey, he's from Philly, too. Not really joking. I'm joking. Thank you, man.
You know, a lot of great trainers start with one, great fighter. You have your son, and later on down the line, they pick up some others. Have you seen anybody yet?
Well, I get calls all the time. I get calls. I get calls, but the thing, man, listen, it takes a lot, man, to train good fighters and be good. Not anybody can just train. I don't want to just train. I want great fighters. I don't want your money, man. I want you to be a champion of the world. I want you to be the best. Like when I get kids here, I tell the parent, I can never say your son can't be the champion of the world. It's up to you to start bringing him into the gym. And I can't say that because only God knows. I don't know that. I don't know your destiny and your future. Only God knows. All I can tell you is your past. And I tell everybody that comes here, it's always hope. It's always hope as long as you do what you got to do. I tell everybody, but yeah, you do. But the thing is this, it takes a lot of a trainer to train a fighter, man. You got to be in the gym. It takes from your family, from your children. It takes a lot. Why do you think a lot of coaches they got a wife, man? Because the woman out. They out. They can't take it. It takes a lot. Money ain't everything in life, brother. Happiness. Money is comfort. It's not happiness. You can have all the money in the world, be miserable. It takes a lot, brother, to train fighters. It takes a whole lot. Anybody could train. I just don't want to train. I want to make great fighters. I want to talk and have fighters back me up. Not talk and then go in there and maybe look like a dummy.
Angel, when's Danny gonna give you a grandson?
Oh yeah, well I think I don't want to be the first one to say, but let the champ talk that. Let the dad answer that.
Nah. Don't answer that, Danny. That's my exclusive.
You ready?